everyone. Today's kahani is yet another continuation, but it's a story about Shanidev. Here's how. So, Ravana was very upset when he had to send away his firstborn child to be buried to death because her horoscope and the planet's position showed that she would lead to the death of Ravana himself and his entire Asura clan. So he didn't want to take a chance for the next child. So when Mandodari was expecting her next child, which was Indrajit, he decided that he needed to have all the planets under his control. Now, as you know, Ravana had got a boon from Lord Brahma himself that nobody could kill him. And that is how he had already defeated all the Devas. And now he went and captured all the planets and brought them under his control. And it is said that he used to keep them all under his foot. So he had them nicely under his foot, and he decided that while I have these planets in my control, I will decide the position of the planets and a favorable position of the planets for the birth of my son. The Devas were very, very upset, and they were worried that if, he has a son with all the favorable planetary positions that he wants, the two of them will wreak havoc on them. Already they were struggling to deal with Ravana, and they were sick and tired of all his attacks and all the atrocities that he was doing. So they decided to go and ask Narad Muni for help. They said, Munivar, please help us to make sure that Ravana does not get the positions of the planets that he wants for his son's birth. So Narad Muni agreed to help them. He said, okay, let me go and talk to Shanidev. So he secretly went and spoke to Shanidev, and he said, you need to help us, and you must, not let Ravana get what he wants. So Shanidev said, look, I can only affect Ravana if I can see him. Because the planet Saturn or Shani is known to cast an evil eye, or rather that when Shanidev is in certain planetary position in your horoscope, he can bring a lot of adversities and hardships in a person's life. So it is said, and in those days also it was said, that if Shanidev looks at somebody's face, that person will have to face a lot of adversities. So he said, look, I can only help if I am able to look at his face. So Narad Muni said, all right, let me see what I can do about that. So he came calling upon Ravana's court. Narayan, Narayan. He said, Are, Lankapati, you are so mighty and so great, but you have all these planets under your foot, but you have put your foot on top of their backs. The real warrior would put his foot on their chest. That is the sign of your might and power. So Ravana said, yeah, that's true. I must do that. So he calls his soldiers and says, turn them all around. I'm going to put them under my control again, but this time I'll put my foot on their chests. The moment they turned all of the planets, Shanidev looked at Ravana, and that is when all his adversities and hardships started. And so Ravana was very, very upset. And Ravana then decided to punish Shanidev, and he locked him away in a dark dungeon in his palace, from where Shanidev used to keep crying for help, but nobody came. Until one day, Hanumanji came to Lanka to deliver a message to Sita Mata. And while he was in the palace, he heard the cries of Shanidev. So he went to the dungeon trying to see who's this person who's crying for help, and he found Shanidev and he freed him. So Shanidev said, "Look, thank you so much for freeing me at last, but rules are rules. I have now looked at your face, so a lot of hardships and adversities will come to you. So I will start by coming onto your head, which will impact you." So Hanumanji said, "Okay, but what is the adverse effect that will happen if you come onto my head?" So Shanidev said, "Well, you will be separated from your wife and your family and your children, and you will, not have any place to live. So, your home will be lost. So all of these things will happen if I come onto your head." So then Hanumanji said, "Is that so? Well, that's okay. I don't have any family, and anyway my abode, my home is the feet of Lord Vishnu, Sri Ram. So I have no problem. You can come onto my head and let's leave from here." So as Hanumanji was leaving from the palace in Lanka, obviously he had set fire to the palace and the city and everything. So people were, there were soldiers who were attacking him. They were all these demons and rakshasas, they were throwing boulders and rocks and whatnot at Hanumanji to stop him, and they were all attacking him from all sides. So as he flew, he had to, face all of these obstacles, and he butted all the rocks and boulders and everything with his head. And who was on his head? Shanidev was on his head. So in the process of that journey, Hanumanji ended up being saved by Shanidev, and Shanidev got hurt in the process. So when he got off Hanumanji's head, he said, "You are the only one who cannot be affected by my ill effects. So therefore, I am granting you a boon. Tell me what you want." And Hanumanji said, "All my devotees should be saved from your ill effects and adversities. That's all I want." So Shanidev said, "Tathastu, so be it." And that is why, my friends, so many people till today worship Hanumanji to be saved from Shanidev. Thank you for watching.